Alright, well, here we are, almost a month after my last upload, and you know what? I'm going to admit it. I failed. I failed keeping my word to not only myself, but to YouTube as a whole. All the viewers that I could potentially have, all the viewers that I do have, I failed you. And in doing that, I essentially failed myself by not keeping my word with my daily vlogs. I ended up spreading myself a little too thin, and that's one of my downfalls. Is I'm a very nice guy, and if people ask me for help, I'm gonna go out of my way and help them. Recently, the whole backstory behind me spreading myself too thin came with the end of last year, the end of 2016. Close friends of mine went through the process of opening a business down here in South Florida, and they needed some help. I'm really good with computers, setting them up, maintaining them, and all that fun stuff. Anything electronic, technical, that requires setup, I really enjoy doing. I like spending my time doing that. And they asked me for my help, and I was more than happy to help them. And quite frankly, I'm actually still in the process of helping them with a few things that they need to get set up in their shop. And over the last month, it's been really coming down to the wire for them. So I've been spending, I want to say, about 80 to 85% of my free time helping them out. The reason why I'm making this video now, almost a month after the fact, is really to say to myself that it's okay to fail. Because in the past, I've always had a big problem with failing. I'm a perfectionist. I like getting things done right the first time, so that way I don't have to go back and do them again. And yes, that even includes doing things for the first time. That's, if you want to call it this, but that's how anal retentive I am about doing things properly. And with that, there's a much steeper curve in things that I feel comfortable doing and things that I don't feel comfortable doing. Especially if it's, something that I haven't done before, or something that's not similar to something that I've done before. And that's just how I am. It really is. But with that being said, I am going to continue to vlog. I'm going to continue doing quadcopter and RC stuff. Most recently, I actually printed out a set of the free printable flight test plans for one of their foam board airplanes. I'm in the process currently of cutting out the what the heck do you call it? Dang it. See, I'm trying to do too many things at once now. Driving, trying to vlog, and think of, yo, buddy, come on. Trying to think of the right words for what I want to say. Cut out the, in essence, it's a stencil to transfer onto foam board, to cut out the actual foam board parts for the airplane. So I'm in the process of doing that. I started actually cutting out the poster board today to be able to transfer onto the foam board. I'm about 4 pieces in that I've already cut out, and over the next week or so, I'm going to go ahead and update my progress on that. And then once I have all my foam board cut out, I'll go ahead and do a little assembly video on that. Probably be, try and do it, not necessarily one take, but, over the course of a day. It shouldn't be that bad. It will be my first foam board airplane that I've actually put together. I've watched the build video from Flight Test a couple of times. I'm actually a big fan of Flight Test and the content that they produce, along with Rotor Riot and the content they produce. Big shout out to the governing bodies for those channels. You guys kind of really brought me back into the whole world of RC. even though it's a different section of RC than I originally was in. I really appreciate it. You know, you open my eyes, and once I'm done spreading myself so thin that I don't have any free time to myself anymore, I'll definitely be spending a lot more time doing things for myself to get more models, to build more models, and to fly more models. It's definitely a freeing experience when you fly FPV for the first time. You kind of realize it's pretty cool. You know, you can practically do anything within legal means, of course. You know, following FAA guidelines and the like. You know, it's not that difficult, but then again, it's not too easy to find a nice place to fly. I have been reached out to from an acquaintance of mine, if you will, who's actually a member of a RC group down here in South Florida that actually flies pretty close to where I live, a little bit west and a little bit north from where I reside. But you know, it's not that far. It's probably like a 10-minute drive, which is not that bad, especially considering some people maybe drive 30-40 an hour, 30-40 minutes to an hour to get to a field to fly, whereas I would only have to fly 10 minutes. Yeah, because I definitely fly full scale. Drive is what I really meant to say. Drive, you know, 10-15 minutes to get to a field to fly in. But it looks like I've arrived at my destination. If I can find a parking spot. I'm just running some errands right now. I have to get some light bulbs and grab some water because my mom and I ran out of bottled water, because I personally don't feel safe drinking tap water or filtered water. Normally, like, if I have a choice, I drink high alkalinity water, water that's normally pH 9.0 or up. I feel that it's a lot better than just drinking regular water, due to the chlorine and fluorine or fluoride that municipalities do put in water. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and pause right there, and I will see you when I get back. Alright, bathroom lights acquired, bottles of water acquired. Time to head home. But as I was saying earlier, you know, I failed. I really failed. And you know what? I'm gonna learn. Daily vlogging is just a little bit too much for me right now at this point in my life. So I am going to cut back, probably upload. I want to do at least 2 to 3 videos a week. And I'm settling on that so that way, you know, I can have some free time for myself to be able to help who I want to help out. But also, you know, maintain a creative aspect of my life, and to do things that I want to do, make content that I want to make, you know. And if you want to watch, by all means, that's what YouTube is here for, isn't it? It's for us content creators to make these videos for you, and spread the word. You know, I make content, I make it for myself, but I also make it for you as well. It's just all based on things that I like to do. And with that, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and head on home, and I'm gonna smash these two little parts together and get them uploaded for you. But once again, I failed. But I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna make the best of my mistakes. Anyways, dang it. Oh goodness, I'm having such a tough time right now, trying to remember stuff that I should have remembered and should have written down. See, this is what makes my vlogs unique to myself. Everything is unscripted. I don't write down anything If I ever did, it would probably be main bullet points to cover when I'm going over, you know, oh, this is that, that's this, you know, and I would have it somewhere out of camera view so that way, you know, y'all wouldn't be able to see it. Just little reminders and bullet points for me to remind myself about what to talk about. But, you know, things vibrating around in the back. But once again, you know, over the last couple of vlogs that I did, I had this little outro, and it was like a little saying I would say to, you know, friends and whatnot as I was leaving and, you know, done hanging out. And for the life of me, I just cannot remember what it was. Here we go. I'll leave you guys with this. Be easy, take it easy, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Peace. Alright, so the light in here is going to suck, but for right now at least. So just a little post on how handy I am. So check this. Bathroom lights. One's kind of flickering, not doing a whole lot of things. And with the magic of video editing and jump cutting, voila, nice bright lights. Yep, and that was it for today. I'm gonna have this little piece, this little clip at the end for you guys. I'm handy for myself, I guess. You know, I like doing things around the house, trying to save myself a little bit of money instead of having other people do that crap for me. But yeah, just to go along with everything today, I did fail. I failed myself by failing you guys. And hopefully in the future, I will have learned from my mistakes by trying to not spread myself so thin and actually have some free time for me to do what I want to do for myself. And then once again, everybody, with that being said, be easy, take it easy, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Peace.